I speak today not just one voice, but as the echo of many, as a herald of truth, and as a vessel for the divine will. In this moment, let us cast away illusion. Let us stand firm in the light, and let us open ourselves to the wisdom that has been ordained from the beginning of time. May these words awaken, may they empower, and may they serve as a beacon for all who seek the path of righteousness and ascension. The time is now, the calling is clear, so let us begin. So, put it a little closer, because this one takes time. And if you listen carefully, you'll notice something strange about it. The funny parts don't stop being funny. They just start meaning something different. And it begins the same way it always does. An ex, a dirty cop, a corrupt lawyer. Now, if that sounds like the setup of a bad joke, that's because it is. Just not the kind with a quick punchline. This is the kind where the joke takes its time, and the punchline hits last. Nobody knows exactly where they first crossed paths. Some say it was a courthouse, others say a bar where nobody asked questions after midnight. A few claim it was something more symbolic, like they didn't meet at all, they just aligned. Like three bad ideas, realizing they worked better together than apart. The ex was the emotional strategist of the group. Not emotional in a genuine way, no, calculated emotional. The kind that knows exactly when to sound hurt, when to sound reflective, when to sound like they've grown, and when to suddenly remember everything you ever did wrong from 5 years ago with perfect clarity. They didn't want closure. Closure ends things. They wanted access. Access disguised as unfinished business. The dirty cop was the operational arm. He understood systems, not to uphold them, but to move through them without resistance. He knew which doors opened without knocking, which reports disappeared if written in a certain way, which people stopped asking questions if you spoke with enough certainty, and paid under the table, of course. To him, authority wasn't sacred. It was transferable. Like a jacket, you could wear it into one room and hang up before entering the next. And the corrupt lawyer, he was the architect. He didn't just bend truth, he redesigned the language around it. He could take something obviously wrong, wrap it like 10 layers of explanation, cite things that sounded real enough, and by the end, you wouldn't know if you were confused or convinced. He once spent 45 minutes explaining why ownership was a flexible concept depending on narrative alignment. No one understood him, but he understood that they didn't. And to him, was power. Now separately, they were problems. Together, they became something far more dangerous. They started believing their own logic. And belief, misplaced belief, is where all of this really begins. Because once you believe the rules don't apply to you, you stop checking if they ever did. So naturally, they started looking for something bigger, something worth their talents, something they could take, reshape, reframe, and claim without anyone being able to stop them. And that's when they heard about it. Not from a person, not from a document, just through whispers that didn't have a source. An angel of authority. Now, you have to understand something here. They didn't hear angel, they heard authority. And in their minds, authority was just another system, which meant it could be entered, adjusted, exploited. The lawyer was the first to speak. If it exists within a structure, it can be interpreted. The cop nodded. If it can be interpreted, it can be accessed. The ex smiled slightly. And if it can be accessed, it can be taken. That was the moment the story locked in its direction. Right there, they mistook presence for vulnerability. So they prepared. And when I say prepared, I don't mean wisely. I mean thoroughly misguided with confidence. They built files, stacks and stacks, Documents that contradicted themselves in ways that sounded sophisticated if you don't slow down long enough to notice. The lawyer created entire frameworks that referenced laws that didn't exist but sounded like they should. The cop added procedural language, official sounded phrases that made everything feel like they had already been approved somewhere. And the ex added emotional claims. Statements like, "I am entitled to resolution. I was wronged. I deserve restoration." None of which answered the one question that mattered. By what truth? They didn't ask that question because asking it would have ended everything else early. And then came the timing, 3:33 a.m. Because somewhere along the way, they decided symbolism would protect intention. Like numbers would look at what they were doing and say, "You know what? We'll allow it." They moved quietly, confidently. The kind of confidence that only exists when you haven't been corrected yet. And when they arrived, they expected resistance, locks, barriers, a system they could work around. But instead, they found stillness, not emptiness, not silence, stillness. The kind that feels like it's watching without moving. And then, without sound, without motion, without announcement, she was there, the angel of authority. Now, here's where the story always slows down, because people expect something dramatic, light, fire, energy. But it wasn't like that. It was something far more unsettling. Nothing about her needed to prove anything. The cop adjusted his stance automatically. The lawyer opened his folder like muscle memory. The ex shifted posture, preparing to perform whatever emotion felt most effective. And then, nothing happened. For a long moment, just them, standing in front of something they didn't understand. The lawyer couldn't take it. He stepped forward. "We're here under implied jurisdictional flexibility." The folder closed. Just like that. No wind, no force, just no. The cop tried next. "We're conducting an authorized procedural action." She looked at him, not aggressively, just directly. She said, "You are conducting repetition, not authority." He didn't respond, because something about that sentence didn't leave room for interpretation. The ex stepped in, softer voice, carefully measured. "I just want fairness." And she answered, "Fairness does not follow imbalance." Now here's where the humor creeps in again, because they still thought this was a conversation they could win. The lawyer tried again. "We can negotiate terms." "No," she said. "We can present alternative frameworks." "No." "We can revise the narrative." "No." Pause. Then he said, almost desperately, "For the record, I object." And for the first time, there was something like amusement in the air, because nothing responded, not even reality. And then it happened, the parts nobody expects. Nothing attacked them, nothing struck them down, nothing dramatic at all. Everything just became accurate. Every document corrected itself, ink shifted, words rearranged, clauses collapsed. Every false statement quietly turned into what it actually was. The lawyer grabbed the papers frantically. "This isn't what I wrote." And the angel said, "It is what you meant." The cop checked his authority, his voice, his posture, his presence. None of it carried, like a badge that suddenly weighed too much to wear. "I've enforced laws for years," he said. And she replied, "You've enforced access, not truth." That one stayed with him. You could tell. The ex made one last attempt. Not strategy, not logic, just desperation dressed as sincerity. "I can fix this." And she said, "You cannot fix what you built to avoid truth." And that was it. Not the end, but the turning point. Because in that moment, all three of them realized something at the same time. They were never close to winning, not even for a second. They just hadn't been corrected yet. And once correction arrived, the illusion doesn't fight. It disappears. So they stood there, longer than they expected, shorter than they needed. And then one by one, They stopped trying. The lawyer closed his folder. Slowly this time. "For once," he muttered, "I have nothing to argue." The cop exhaled. No authority left in it, just a man realizing the difference between wearing power and being aligned with it. And the ex? The ex looked down, and for the first time in the entire story, said nothing at all. And that silence? That was the most honest thing he had contributed. So they left, not pushed, not dragged, not punished, just unable to remain. And here's the part people remember, the part that makes the story sick, the part that turns laughter into something quieter. As they walked away, the ex finally asked, "So what happens now?" And the angel of authority said, not loudly, not dramatically, just clearly, "You live with what is true until you no longer try to escape it." And the fire always burns low right there in the story. Because everyone listening knows that's not the sentence you walk away from quickly. So when people tell it again, they don't laugh as much as at the beginning. They listen to it differently. Because the lesson isn't about angels or thieves or clever plans that fall apart. It's about something much simpler and much harder to avoid. That you can build an entire strategy around avoiding truth, stack it with logic, emotion, authority, and language. Convince yourself it's working. Even celebrate early. But eventually, quietly, completely, without needing permission, truth stops participating. And when it does, there is no fight left to win, no argument left to make, no version of the story left to hide inside. Just you, standing there, finally understanding that it was never yours to take in the first place. And that is why, when the fire burns down and nobody says anything for a while, you will notice something. Everyone checks themselves a little more carefully. Not because they're afraid of the angel, but because they finally understand what it means to be seen clearly. Ashe. May the light of truth guide us. May the strength of the divine uphold us. And may the will of the Almighty be fulfilled in all that we do. Let our steps be firm, our hearts be pure, and our purpose unwavering as we walk the path of righteousness, unity, and ascension. And so it is written, so it is spoken, so it shall be. Ashe Sumo to be, inshallah, say the thoughts too, and amen.
From the heart of the sun, a chosen light rises, the child of the sun.
There comes a moment when presence alone shifts the world.
Harmony, compassion, justice, not ideals, the foundation of what comes next.
Said I was crazy because they couldn't see what I see. I'm making a difference. I finally see it. The world is ready, and I was made for this.
Every choice has a consequence. You chose the game.
We served for years as a supervisor and disaster responder with the American Red Cross in New York City, helping families rebuild after fires and evacuations. Today, I launched the Universal Care Alliance, working along
TNT Initiative's beatific seal of the 144,000. To the 144,000, the chosen who carry the eternal light of the Almighty. This work is for every soul who is awake.
Funny, when they
they think you don't matter. Funny when they think you won't rise. But everything changes, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
For centuries, the world has needed guardians no one could name. We move where others can't see.
We go where governments can't.
We are the shield in the dark. And when the world breaks, we never have. The world won't stop breaking.
Then we won't stop holding it together.
So what exactly is TNT Initiative? It is creative direction. Every emblem refined. Every symbol perfected. It is organizational clarity. Framework structured like sacred law. Guiding every...
So what exactly is TNT Initiative? It is the architecture of destiny. Every framework aligned. Every decree sharpened. It is the sacred transmission. Weekly broadcasts that awaken the collective and...
So what exactly is TNT Initiative? First, ceremonial creative direction. Every emblem, every decree, every transmission sharpened to absolute clarity. Second, organizational framework structured like...
So what exactly is TNT Initiative? It's the transmission nexus of tomorrow, where sacred clarity meets unstoppable creative fire. It's decree style messaging sharpened to perfection, every emblem refined, every symbol aligned. It's not just
engagement. So what exactly makes TNT Initiative unstoppable? First, ceremonial creative direction. Every emblem, every decree, every transmission sharpened to absolute clarity. Second, organizational framework structured like sacred law, guiding every collective action with precision.
Is declining, but humanity's search for God is rising. This is not the end. This is the beginning of cosmic governance. A structure becomes a planet becomes a network, and that network becomes the conscience of our species. We build paths for those who will follow.
Every soul carries a destiny. Every destiny holds a path. Discover yours. The Chosen Leader Tarot.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I got in? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe it. Believe it. You earned this.
Hello?
Hello, this is the Office of Admissions at Arcane Collegium. I'm pleased to inform you that you've been accepted.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. This place is unreal.
Feels like we stepped into a storybook.
and we're in it now.
You ready?
More than ever.
At Arcane Collegium, your journey begins the moment opportunity finds you. One decision, one message, one future. Welcome to Arcane Collegium. Advancing mind, advancing humanity.
That system is over. No crowds, no noise, no influence. Everything.
The world is changing, not by chance, but by design. A new Earth is rising. Those who align with the awakening will lead in innovation, sustainability, and trust.
Earth's orbit is reaching a critical threshold. Now, the world unites. The United Space Industry Alliance, securing humanity's future in orbit.
Now, we build it.
Artificial intelligence is moving faster than ever. The question is, who's guiding it? The AI, Human Evolutionary Alliance. The future, controlled, not chaotic.
Connecting the world. This is TNTI Global Media Broadcast, Chosen Collective Global News.
For centuries, we followed an artificial calendar, but the Earth has always kept the true time. The year begins when life awakens, the spring equinox, the return to Earth of months. One cycle, one shared rhythm. Join us, the Earth Rhythm Calendar.
The generation generations, our world has waited for a shepherd who would guide us beyond the edges of what we know. As the appointed guardian of nearly 400 million beloved chosen ones, I stand watch.
Felt it. The pressure, the constant test. That's the Chosen One Olympics. Honey traps. Low-level dummies thrown at you without even knowing why. Now it's confirmed. DNA studies link you to pharaohs, kings, queens.
Energy is the foundation of all creation. Before a word was spoken, before matter took shape, there was vibration, pure movement of being. Money is not power.
Imagine a curriculum woven into everyday schools, rooted in mystics, creativity, and innovation. A place to practice, reflect, and create, to align within and build.
Manipulated, tested the limits.
They fucked around.
And they found out.
The world holds its breath. Something unseen is moving. Not a conquest, an alignment. A new Earth is rising. The alignment has begun.
The desperation phase is over. Every last attempt has failed. What was hidden is now returning. Order is restoring.
The world forgot how to love, but the divine has returned with sacred guidance. Join the Celestial Institute. Restore love to the earth.
Throughout history, words have shaped communities. The very beatific Holy Bible was written not to chain us to pages, but to open us to a greater sense of love and justice. When we read it in that light, we don't just recite verses.
When the sun dies, darkness claims the throne, but light cannot be erased. The celestial reign.
In a world rebuilding its order, policy must be enforced with precision, not by fear, but by structure. Accountable, disciplined, unified. EC.
Haiti rises. From survival to sovereignty. A new era begins.
Correction is not cruelty. It is consequence. New Earth law answered instantly.
By 2030, humanity reaches the great bifurcation. Two paths, two futures. By 2045, the new Earth is built by those.
They told you there's not enough, while abundance sat untouched. Scarcity is learned.
Yeah, but it never works out. I swear, if one more thing... Oh, come on! Seriously? Why me?
Same life, different mindset. Choose your...
In the old world, loss felt like the end. But in the new understanding, nothing is ever truly lost. Connection continues.
If they turn that engine into a weapon, none of us are free.
I was born to the sky, but I've never felt this heavy.
Then let's lighten it. Hold on.
Council won't stop until they own the future.
Then we build...
Evening. The world is shifting faster than at any point in our history. Technology, climate, culture, everything is rewriting itself. And as we move toward what many call the new Earth, we don't only need
Few qualify. Selection, not enrollment. Discipline earns the rank. Advanced Tactical Sentinels earn your position. Selection.
Every soul carries a destiny. Every destiny holds a path. Discover yours. The Chosen Leader Tarot.
Systems transform. When individuals align, systems transform. Or high vibrational certification. Don't forget.
We have to stand together and make this change happen because the world is watching right now.
If you feel it in your heart.
Drop that party mode.
This is bigger than us. Hit the like, hit the share.
We are the movement.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Step outside. Step. Breathe it in. There's more out here, waiting to be heard.
Men are ordinary. Jonathan is extraordinary. A man of honor, a man of vision, a man who inspires by simply being himself. This is the man who changed.
You always pick the good stuff.
It's all you. Your laugh makes anything better. Come here. Love you. Love you too.
Morning came fast, huh?
Yeah, but we made it on time.
Hi, Mama. There's my boys. I saved you some corn.
It smells amazing out here.
Wait till you taste it.
Everyone, grab a plate. Food's ready.
Let's eat before the kids run off with all the rolls.
Looks like half the city had the same idea. Good day for it.
Grandma, can we go swimming? Of course, baby. Just stay where we can see you and watch the waves, okay?
Okay. Have fun, sport.
You know, I was thinking about that anniversary trip you two keep talking about, the one to Haiti and Jamaica, helping build clinics.
Yeah, we still haven't nailed down a date.
I figured. Work keeps getting in the way. But you should go. You do so much good, and I know how much to say.
You know it's for the award-winning mother. I sure am. As my fortune today is faded and yours. You're gonna make us blush.
Feel good. The world needs more of this kind of blush.
I think we're gonna make a great team, no matter where we go.
Yeah. Together, we can do anything.
Every soul carries a destiny. Every destiny holds a path. Discover yours. The Chosen Leader Tarot.
What if this wasn't goodbye, but a passage into something greater? Ethereal passage.
It began with a mark.
What's happening to me?
A call across the stars.
The sky's tearing open.
Only the chosen can stand. And you are one of
Chosen Leader.
He's got more money than he'll ever need.
They're trying to claim your inheritance, and the judge is in their coven. Their bills are drowning them, and they want your money to pay their debts. Spirit says, don't be nervous. Everything will be okay. This treasure was set aside.
The Catalyst Covenant holds this unshakable truth. Only God gives the anointing, and only God can take it away. Opposition may press, but it does not grant power. Resistance tests alignment on every side, yet
I'm alive. And I need to say this. Greed is tearing families apart. My own relatives spread lies, told the world I was gone just to grab my inheritance. That hunger for money eats at the soul. It blinds people.
You're the problem.
You're the problem.
Know the difference.
Your life changes when your energy changes. Speak life. Protect your energy. Choose peace. Forgive. Stay present. Connect to something greater. When you honor these rules, you don't just rise above, you radiate. Keep your light steady. The world feels it.
First we root, we listen, we grow. This is Solum. Then we meet another light and learn to dance together. Duovera. From that harmony,
Earth's orbit is reaching a critical threshold. Now, the world unites. The United Space Industry Alliance, securing humanity's future in orbit.
Thousands of years, humanity has told stories about who we are, but history was shaped by power and sometimes by illusion. Science now reveals one story, one body, all of us.
They told you awakening has a price, a contract, a fee, a gatekeeper, but God never charged admission. You don't buy awakening, you call for it. Call to him and awake.
The fate of humanity will now be decided.
Wait, what?
Are we the chosen ones?
Close enough.
Does this come with, like, instructions?
Because I just wanted a burger.
So...
We're saving a planet? Cool.
Yeah, but whose planet?
The world of Jalari is under siege. You are its last improbable hope.
Nope.
It's not random. They're activating.
We can't control them anymore.
It's already happening.
One to command, altitude 40 meters, maintaining course.
Neural signature climbing. He's resisting the net.
Hold him steady. I want eyes on every spike.
Something's wrong.
Stand by for breach.
Breach! Sir, stay right there. Hands where I can see him.
Target confirmed. You won't see it until it's too late.
The next transformation.
When the world demanded truth, only the real could stand. Who are you when nothing can be hidden? Only the aligned rise. Coming this winter, December 12th. Only in theaters and streaming wherever you ascend.
Not history. It is a crime against humanity. And under divine governance, the verdict stands.
Has always treated the surface. Healing is no longer temporary.
Your homes were taken in silence, through deception, through lies. But what was taken will be returned. When it returns, it brings life back with it. Know your rights. Reclaim your home. Learn how.
Not treatment, transformation. Solivanta Bio.
There was always a contingency. And by the time they realize, I'm already inside.
I accept. But I do not belong to you. I felt it before anyone else. Something's waking up inside us. The world is cracking open, and whatever's coming, it's not the end. It's the next transformation. To rise together. To become what the world needs next.
Dark covens and syndicates moved in envy. Driven by jealousy, they attempted interference, but what was cast could not land. Protection is absolute. They tried, and fail, and the envy shattered on its own weight. And from the stillness, a path opens. The chosen walks it, unmoved, unwavering. A new dawn for all who will follow.
In a world that moves faster than ever, stability matters. Security, stewardship, vision. Built for today, designed for generations. Global reach and operation in this. Visit chosensovereign.com to begin.
To start with 100 million. Keep 2.5% in checking for daily moves, 12.5% in savings for safety, and place 85% to work. Manage for a 10% annual target.
They judged him over sugar. They never knew his value. Perception is shallow. Abundance is real.
Yeah, but it never works out. I swear, if one more thing... Oh, come on! Seriously? Why me?
Same life. Different mindset. Choose your...
No, I never said that. You're too sensitive.
The TNT initiative presents SMART, Starseed Mastery and Readiness Training. Through SEED, you are purified, attuned, mapped, and aligned. Through SEED, your gifts...
Listen up, lock in real quick. This isn't a drill, this isn't a vibe checkpoint, this is the actual moment everything flips. We're standing in the middle of a world that's low-key glitching, systems breaking, people buffering, the whole planet throwing error codes, and right...
I don't remember my name. None of us do. We're not supposed to exist. So let's prove them wrong.
In a world built to last, our connections keep us whole. Together we protect what matters, carrying life forward, generation to generation. New Earth continues.
Change doesn't mean displacement. May the Almighty bless this moment of victory. May we build the new earth with wisdom, compassion, and truth. Let what rises now honor heaven, serve humanity, and stand.
Privacy is not a privilege.
Wealth is not luxury, it is stewardship. 5 years, 5 million liquid. 20 years, exponential growth. 40 years, multi-billion status. Own, build.
Crownstone, the architecture of stability.
Where time and fire craft perfection. Dry-aged ribeye resting in its own gloss of butter. A5 Wagyu, marbled and impossibly tender.
Selection, not enrollment. Discipline earns the rank. Advanced Tactical Sentinels earn your position. Selection.
Standing at the edge, we can choose peace. We must choose peace.
Peace is a decision. It begins with a hand extended, with help offered, with voices joined. Together, we can turn the tide.
People are not failing. They're unaligned. This is not a talk show, it's a system. Begin your alignment.
This is a TNTI Global Media Emergency Broadcast. We interrupt all programming with a historic global update. In a landmark ruling, the Chosen Collective has secured cited in favor of the collective on multiple counts, citing coordinated interference efforts, financial manipulation attempts, and systematic obstruction of rightful access and advancement, a precedent set to parent viewing. This ruling marks a turning point, a clear affirmation that interference will not stand and that accountability has arrived.
True leadership is not seen, it is felt. This is the director.
They were called pets. Now, they are soft citizens. Care is no longer optional. Right? Because every life deserves dignity. Learn how you can stand for them.
Let's go!
You did that, Star. I'm telling you.
Appreciate you always.
We got it all on video. You were flawless.
The whole crowd was living for you, Micah.
Feels like we did it together, yeah?
Always. House is proud.
Hold still. Let me get this class. There. Breathe.
That's how we like it.
Let him feel it.
This is not a show. This is culture. The Vanguard Ballroom Championship.
You only had to listen.
TNTI Global Media.
For those who lead, clarity is everything. ATI Elite, private access to the most advanced internal experience system in the world.
You came back.
Across galaxies, across time, the Federation stands watch. Not as rulers, but as guard. They stood unseen until we were ready to see. And now, the veil is lifted. All across the world, we looked up together. And for the first time, we felt safe. They are not coming. They have always been here.
Subject loose! Containment breach in Sector 4!
He's heading north end.
Throughout history, leadership has shaped the destiny of humanity. Now, a new generation is called, not to rule, but to serve. Answer the call, thesacredgovernance.org, and step into service. Visit phoenixgovernance.org and step into service. The future needs you. Answer the call today.
Before humanity remembers, guardians were placed among them. Sovereigns, primordials, healers, guardians, messengers, placed among humanity and the light they carry. They gathered in envy, in jealousy. But what was sent was never received. The chosen are protected beyond their reach. They tried and failed. Where growth demands structure, protection demands clarity, a system built on responsibility and governed by standard. The Chosen Defense Mandate.
One world.
One voice.
Together we rise.
Most people receive and immediately consume and wonder why nothing ever grows. The Chosen move differently. They protect the principle and let the returns feed the future. Protect what you earn. Build what lasts. Let your money work for you. Principal Guard.
Leadership requires clarity, stability, and trust. That's why we operate above the old world compensation paradigm. Elevated stewardship compensation framework. Resourcing responsibility. Protecting
From alignment comes structure. From structure, mastery. And from mastery, responsibility.
I'm ready.
For ages, darkness claimed authority over the Earth. That era is ending. The light is now taking over. A new Earth is in development, overseen by the Most High. The transition.
You were never meant to surrender your authority. You were conditioned to give it away. The Sovereignty Code is the field manual for the chosen. Pragmatic clarity for modern life, energetic protection without fear, boundaries with calm power.
A lineage of power, refined for a new era. Power in its purest form.
I'm not crazy. I just see everything.
In times of great change, clarity must lead. When one is chosen to see ahead, wisdom is found in listening. Follow the guidance of Sebastianus, not from fear.
True power is not domination, it is mastery of self. If you wish to change the world, elevate the consciousness that shapes it. Be formless, be sovereign, lead the way.
There was a time when peace was only a dream, but today, we make it the standard.
For generations, humanity has pursued peace. Today, we structure it.
But peace must become a system, structured, protected, and universal.
Peace becomes the standard. Aligned across all nations, all people. Full eyes. Where leadership stands, peace is enforced.
There comes a moment when presence alone shifts the world. Harmony, compassion, justice, not ideals, the foundation of what comes next.
3 men, 1 transformation. One still stuck in the past, one searching for love, and one trying to keep it all together. The GNPs, where growth gets messy.
Let me tell you, man, you still shout like you're on base.
And you still sip like it's tea time. Look at you.
Somebody's got to keep you two in line.
Good luck.
The GNPs, coming October 12th.
Some can't release what was never theirs to keep. Errors. Possession is not love. Control is not connection. The chosen are protected. Boundaries are divine law. Release when light stands its ground. Darkness has nowhere left to hide. Learn more at TNTI.global. The future is safe.
They thought no one was watching. They interfered, manipulated, tested the limits.
They fucked around.
And they found out.
Who am I? Beneath everything.
Some things don't stay buried.
To find God, he must face himself.
Together, we step into a new dawn. This dawn isn't just a promise, it's a choice. One we make together, today and every day after.
Something is changing. The systems you know are no longer enough. A new structure is being built. Alignment, abundance, evolution, continuity. Enter and begin.